So when you come in a new place, you are the new guy, so everyone pick on you. I had to defend myself. I got threatened by my dad, so if you come home again crying, doesn't matter. If you start the fight, you're gonna get beat up. If you don't start, and you get beat up on the fight, I'll beat you up. If you come, doesn't matter if you start or not, if you beat the guy or not, if you come home crying, I'll beat you up. So I have no option.
Today we sit with Professor Henrique Juniao, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt and instructor of the world-renowned Roger Gracie Academy in London. From humble beginnings in Brazil to the world stage of BJJ, Henrique's journey is anything but ordinary. He's faced countless tournaments, but even more battles off the mat.
A few people know that. So my grandmother she passed away 2 weeks before the tournament. My dad said that to me, but he didn't want to put me to do a martial art. I didn't raise my son to be a troublemaker. I don't want to see you in jail.
Faced countless tournaments, but even more battles off the mat, quietly overcoming odds while chasing a dream. In this conversation, Henrique opens up like never before. The fights, the sacrifices, and the lessons. This is the story behind the professor, the story behind the black belt. Let's get into it. Henrique Juniao, is that right? Juniao, yeah?
Yeah, Juniao means big junior.
Big junior, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
so Juniao. Márcio Maurício was Juniao.
Okay.
Because in Brazil we say Juniao.
Right, okay.
And then he said, now it's Juniao. And then becomes junior.
Okay, so what does that mean?
Big junior.
A big junior. Okay, got you. Okay. Right.
Big junior.
Okay, so let's start from the beginning. So you're born in Brazil. Was it? It's
yes.
It's northeast Brazil. Is that correct? Yeah.
Northeast
Okay.
Brazil.
We did a little bit of homework. Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
So what were your first sports and what was your early childhood like? 'Cause you mentioned football. You mentioned football to me and street fighting. And
well, all right. Let's put it like this. Sport-wise, always was like as a kid, football was our main sport.
Right.
Right. So we play football. That's like was our social thing. So the kids in Brazil play that.
Street football and
street football, clubs, this kind of thing. Yeah, for quite a while. And then when I moved back, I was in the countryside for quite a while. I was playing like almost like semi-pro.
Right. And
then almost got a chance to be pro when I went back to the capital.
Right.
As a goalkeeper.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So then when it didn't work out for that, so I don't care about football anymore. Then I stopped. But I love playing. Right. I love sport. Then I started playing like handball.
Okay. Handball. Right.
From the school, and then we won like the second year, first year now. But 3 times state champion.
Wow.
Championship. Yeah, it was good.
Because you are very quick you're very quick.
On my size, yeah. I have good reactions to my size.
Right.
But I think I relate this with like early exposure to sports.
Right. Okay. Different sports.
Different sports. Right. Especially when I was in the countryside, when my parents broke up, and I went went for 4 years to live in the countryside, and then that I think was the what prepared me for the wood, because I wake up 4:30 in the morning to go play football with my friends. Okay. Because it was the team they played this time, and then after that, so then go to factory. Then I used to go there, work, and then it was heavy stuff, so it helped me to build muscles at a young age. Right. And then from there, I went back to straight to the school. Come out from the school, go play on the club. Futsal, the indoor football, play for hours.
It's a constant activity.
It's constant, yeah. So then I was like constant, and as I said, because it was happening at a young age, right? And there's a period I wasn't like a bit chubby, right? I was chubby. So then I was picked all the time, and then because I was changing schools because my parents broke up, they moved out. So when you come in a new place, you are the new guy, so everyone pick on you. Right. And I had to defend myself. I did once, and then I got threatened by my dad. So if you come home again crying, doesn't matter if you start the fight, you're gonna get beat up. If you don't start and you get beat up on the fight, I'll beat you up. If you come, it doesn't matter if you start or not, if you beat the guy or not. If you come home crying, I'll beat you. I'll beat you up. So I have no option. Apart of, I cannot start a fight. If the fight started, don't lose the fight. Doesn't matter the result. Don't come back home crying.
Tough.
I couldn't take any shit home, so I had to.
Had to deal with it.
I had to deal myself.
A lot of stress and pressure at that age.
Well, do you know what? I ended up getting used to for that, and then it ended up becoming actually good in fight. And I was always like trying to learn. Even like my dad said that to me, but he didn't want to put me to do a martial art. I asked. He never wanted. So and then I had. Asked my friend, they want those capoeira, show me something. They want those karate, kung fu, and then I was putting it all together. So then that was my youth, like sports fighting.
So when did you start jiu-jitsu? When did you actually start jiu-jitsu?
22 years old.
Right. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I was with 22, and I knew jiu-jitsu before. Right. When I say I knew, because I had a scene before. Right. And it was on the 90s. And in Brazil, jiu-jitsu on the 90s was had a very bad reputation. Okay. Right. So they're troublemakers because it was a dark period for jiu-jitsu. Right. Was a bad reputation. So when I went train jiu-jitsu, was because I wanted to lose weight. Right. And when I told my mom I was going to do jiu-jitsu, she screamed like, I didn't raise my son to be a troublemaker. I don't want to see you in jail. And then I said, no, it's not going to be that. It's not going to be that. Right. And it wasn't. I mean, in the first month, I was feeling like I was a Superman. Because I never actually trained something. Right. And then with all the skills I have from a street fight, and then when I start actually learning techniques and I put together, I was like, I'm a Superman now. Right. I have a power in my hands. Right. And then actually I had it. Because when you have techniques like jiu-jitsu, and then you go against someone don't have it. It's like an unfair. It's unfair. Yeah. And then what's happened, I remember I went for a rock and roll with my brother. He likes rock and roll. We went for this gig and I was walking like this. Like, nobody touched me. I was feeling myself. I was like, if you touch me, I'll double leg you, because like when I started jiu-jitsu was a lot of, you didn't train to be a competitor or just for hobby. No, you train jiu-jitsu to be a fighter. Right, okay. It's
very different then, right? So
it was very tough. So that's why the academy was, this closed mentality, the academy was like tiny. They didn't have students. Right. Because it was a narrow-minded mentality, okay? Said that, this was on the weekend. Monday I went to train and one of the boys from the gym, he had a fight on a public event. And he went to train, somebody told my coach, my professor at the time. And he waited everyone line up and he asked to the guy, did you fight this weekend? And then he was, yeah. And then he bait him, said, come on, tell me how it was. Tell me. Right. And then he went, oh, okay. Yeah, the guy beat me, I double leg him, and then I mount on him and ground and pound.
Right. And so it's very much like MMA almost. Like
yeah, we trained. My first class, I learned how to defend a kick, punch, and take the person down. It was my first class ever. Right, okay. Right, so my professor was like, oh, that's nice. All right, so now you can go change your clothes, okay? You don't need to come back. No, there's no. Just go. If you have any credits still on the gym, ask for the refund. Wow. You don't need to come back anymore. Okay. And then everyone is still in the same place. And then he changed. When he left past the door, he said, this be example for all of you. I'm not here to be training people to be causing trouble outside. Right. You wanna fight, go for tournament. So if one of you fight, don't need to come, not even waste your time to come back here. Right. I'm not teaching people to be fight on the street. Okay. And then I swear, it was like maybe 3 months. I was in love already, and I was like,
close. I nearly had a fight on the weekend.
Yeah, I was like, nope, I'm not fighting. But then I kept myself, And then I started competing since white belt.
So what do you think that did for the people that were in the jiu-jitsus at the time then? Do you think that made them actually be more introspective and not go out with a weapon, actually go out with more respect for everyone else and realise that this is their chosen sport and they have to have respect for it? Is that kind of what he was trying to do, yeah?
Yeah, so he didn't want to. The truth is, like, his name is Toninho,
right?
Toninho, little Tony.
Okay.
Right, Toninho. Right. So he is still a very nice person.
Right.
So he's not this kind of person that want to be causing trouble outside. Okay. He didn't want to see his name attached for this kind of thing.
Right.
All right, because you see a lot of that. There's a lot of people, they don't care. They actually feel proud that they shouldn't be fighting on the street.
Right.
Right. And then he wasn't like that. So you want to train with me, you're gonna learn. If you want to feel you need to fight, go for the tournament. Test yourself.
Yeah.
On the rules against people as you know.
Exactly, yeah. So it's
don't be a bully.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That
can I swear words?
Yeah, you can use whatever you want.
Don't be a fucking bully.
we've got a special beep. Yeah, really interesting actually, because I thought from the early Gracies that it was like a booming sport in Brazil, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and it was like it was like you're proud to be, but I didn't realise this in the 90s. So yeah.
This on the 90s was when the MMA, the UFC, they explode.
Yeah.
So then all gyms was focused on like trying to we're gonna do MMA, we're gonna be fighters to make money from this.
Right, and it was
as before. Right. Jiu-Jitsu actually was like elite sport.
Right.
So because like Henrique, Grace, Carlos Grace, they don't even have a group class. It was only private class.
Wow, okay. Right.
So on the Grace Academy was only private class.
Right.
And then if I'm not wrong, they had one class on the evening where the professors or all the students, they spar.
Right.
You know, but during the day it was only private class.
Interesting.
In between Henrique Grace, Carlos Grace and their sons.
Because that early MMA, the early UFC and the MMA
was 94.
But that was really bad press on that, wasn't it? Because it was, there was blood everywhere, and at the time, people were trying to stop boxing at the time, and then when this came out, it was like, because I remember the UFC were trying to get TV networks to take their later on, and they couldn't get anyone to take the UFC. They couldn't get anyone to take it to start with. So they had trouble. They had trouble getting on any of the networks.
Yeah, they have to do find one state to approve that. It was complicated.
Right, that makes sense. So when we're talking about what's the memory of, so you come up with a few memories there. What's the best memory of your early training days? Like inspiring. When did you know? Because we're talking like 22 when you started. So when did you go? Did you head to tournaments and stuff when you as soon as you could, or what was the base memory that sticks out for you?
Man, it's like I'm quite good for keep memories,
right?
And I quite like to share those memories with my students every time I have opportunity, because it's all right. So this guy, white belt, I didn't want to compete, and then my professor on the day was like, "No, you're gonna compete." I said, "No, I'm not." 3 months in.
Right, okay.
No, I'm not competing. No, you're good. You're gonna compete. I was like, they're gonna hurt me. I said, no, you're not. No, I'm not competing. Fine. He took his money. He went on because before it wasn't online. It was like you have to go to the federation or confederation and put the names and then pay in cash.
Okay.
So he went there. He put my name for the tournament and pay. And then when you come back, and then he said, look, you want me this. Whatever money you want me this. I said, for what? For the tournament. I'm not going to compete. No, you are. I signed up you.
Right. So you got hustled into the. You got press ganged into the tournament.
Yes. And then I was nervous, of course, isn't it? So, and then I remember the first fight, and then I tell the students, look, the adrenaline is so high. I felt like I was inside of a wash machine. I know. And I thought I was on this part of the mat area. I was there. Right. So but you know what? When finished, I was like, I want to do this again.
Yeah, exactly.
And I never stopped.
Right.
I never stopped. Like every opportunity I had to compete from the third month training.
Right.
Up to now.
Right.
I'm still competing. So.
Right. Because it's a leap of faith, isn't it? That first competition. It's like you don't know what to expect, and then everything changes. I'm pretty sure it's the same from in any combat sport. When you go out onto the mats, when you go into the ring the first time, it's like you feel weak. You feel it feels huge, like just walking around. But what the reality is that your body is actually moving much quicker than it normally would in that situation. You've got a heightened sense of awareness across everything, so you're a bit discombobulated, right? You just don't know exactly where you really are, but your body's running on optimum unless you're over adrenalized. That's the science behind it. In which case, that's when people fall over and they can't get their coordination. But all of this is like a learning experience, isn't it?
It is.
A learning experience for the next time that you go out there. So you do other sports as well. So you do free driving as well. Tell us a bit about that, because that was very interesting when I heard that.
Yeah, so lately I'm not doing much. Sorry, Mark. Mark is my coach.
Right, okay.
Yes, man. I found a hobby, something like actually make me fall in love after Jiu-Jitsu.
Right.
And then the challenge. You know what? The truth was, Mark convinced me to go. I got a free travel to Egypt.
Right.
And then I was all right. If I can't do nothing, at least I will be in the sun, drinking a beer, free holiday. And you know what's happened? He said you need to do some pool sessions before go to the sea. We have like 4 weeks, and then the funny bit was on the first session. The way we play on the, because we spoke about my youth before. Like when I was in the countryside, remember I said I was playing this, I was fine. But there's one detail I didn't say. Like in this city where my grandparents used to live, they have this river where on the holidays I almost went every day to the river. Right, okay. So it was crystal clear water. Of course there's current, and it was deep someplace like 4 meters deep. Right. And then as kids swimming, I can't swim. Right. But I can dive. Okay. So then I'll hold breath and go playing like all that 4 years there, play on this river. Oh, wow. And then when we went for the pool session, flashback from my childhood. Okay. And then I was like, oh man, I miss this so much. Okay. And then I was like, I want to do this. When we went for Egypt, right? This place is the place we went, Masa Alma, I think that's the name I'll pronounce. And I couldn't dive. I couldn't dive, right? So everything was like not balanced, you know. First I was sinking, then after I was too bored. Then first day on the morning, he made a kind of a documentary about this on I think it's BJJ vs Ocean or something like that, or a black belt in Jiu-Jitsu in Egypt doing free dive. So look there, no thanks at T8 and X, right? So I couldn't dive. So then what I done, I was watching everyone, because there's a group of 20 people. Right. Man, it was a massive aquarium, you know, because so clear. And then I see people diving, going like 4 meters deep. The other one doing like rolling like this, diving like deep in between fish all everywhere. I was amazed. I was happy just to be there, watching that. And then I was like, man, I need to learn this. And then I went there. I couldn't dive on day one. On 1 week, so 5 days, I was going 16 meters deep. Wow, 16 meters? Yeah, it's all recorded. So amazing. Yeah. So you think your lung capacity was, you had some developed that when you were a kid maybe? Swimming around? I remember when kid, I used to stay 2 minutes on, like holding breath under the water, this kind of 2.5. So, but it's not even like numbers. It's the pleasure you get to. I have to go under the water. Freedom. Yes, man. The silence. Right. It's like for me, it's like meditation. Do you know what you listen? You listen to your heart. You listen to your organs move. Right. It's like that's why you listen. Yeah. You're really at one, and you're totally present. Exactly. You know, you live in the moment. You become part of the environment. Right. It's amazing. So what brought you to London?
That's like an instrument, because this is the
illusion.
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 Come on.
Illusion.
Tell us.
One of my uncles, like, he was promoting so much for me to come to London because I had an uncle here.
Right.
Already was working here, and then in 2 years he made so much money. He bought an apartment in Brazil on the beach, this kind of thing. And then he said, look, because courier in Brazil is like they don't make money.
Right. Okay.
But courier here, at least back in the day, they used to make a lot of money. All right. And the pounds to real was like the Brazilian currencies was like, now it's the same. But what's happening was like, basically on my uncle's mentality was like, look, if he's a courier, he makes that money. You're a professional. You are an amazing graphic designer. So you're gonna smash that.
Right.
You're gonna work 2 years. You come back home
like a king.
Yeah. So you're gonna make some money, save some money. So that was the illusion.
Right.
Because we didn't know Korea here was actually make good money.
Right.
And very important point, I had no English at all.
Oh right. Okay.
So no chance to get a job.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So then when I came, I was hit by the reality. So I have to live like any immigrant, like sharing house, sleep in a room with 4 different people. I have no idea, you know, sleeping with the wallet under my pillow. Yeah, this kind of thing, and no money, of course.
Right.
Working building service, cleaning, whatever comes all the time. Took me a while to find like actually graphic design, and then when I got this graphic design, it was in Brazilian community, and because I was professional actually. You see this logo here, I designed that.
Okay.
Yeah, and everything else you look at those pictures with the design for was I done it.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, so to Roger, so I could trust on my work. So then I started like, okay, so now I found where to work.
Right.
So on my area, and then I worked with graphic design up to 2012.
Right.
And
were you rolling at the time as well, or?
I started that. Yeah, that took me like a few months to actually go try to find the academy. I mean, it wasn't far where I was living. I had no money to pay the academy.
Got you. It's an expensive city, isn't it? It really
is.
It
is.
There's lots of different levels in London. To enjoy yourself in London is
yes.
tough.
It took a while to kind of like start living in London because before I was here living in Brazil.
Right. Okay.
Right. So it's like for many years was like that. I didn't spend much money here, so I saved money to send to Brazil or to go on holidays to Brazil.
Right. Yeah.
So that was my life for many years with me and my ex-wife. So.
Right.
But so that's why I come to London, and wasn't exactly. That's why what was the illusion wasn't exactly what I expect. And once I was here, I have the reality on the face. Kind of like, well, I'm here now. I'm not going back to Brazil because I'm not a quitter. Right. So there's many people here. They managed to do well. They didn't give up. So I'm not gonna do that.
Right.
I'm not. It was a really hard time. But I'm a bit stubborn.
Right. Well, I'm glad you did stay because
I'm a bit stubborn. It's like I just see my life progressing. Right. I try always like new challenge. Okay. You see when people say, you can't do this. No. Okay. Watch me.
Right.
So I cannot do it, but I will try hard.
Right.
I will try hard to take it out from my hand. Yeah, I'll try hard.
And apply yourself to see the progression.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what it went from becoming a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu student or practitioner into becoming the coach. How was that transition? I mean, I suppose you're always a student, right?
You always be a student.
Yeah. So
you always be a student, but the seed was planted on my heart when he's still blue belt.
Right.
When he's still blue belt. So Roger, he started opening because Roger had one academy, was the one in Castle Road, and then eventually people start asking for academies to open academies, and then Roger started sending his brown belts and his purple belts to be teaching. And then I remember once talking with a friend of mine, Luciano, we're talking on the change room, and then I said, man, you guys are lucky. And he said, why? Because you have the opportunity to be working with Roger and teaching Jiu-Jitsu. That's amazing. And then he told me, Luciano was like Papa Belt all the time. He said, look, you can be the next one.
Right.
So now what you have to do is dedicate yourself and learn and do your best.
Right, okay.
See how they teach everything, and then you can be the next one. You are one of us, so you one of their friends, right? And then I took that, so okay, I'll take that.
Right.
And then when I dedicate myself,
right. You know, that's it. That happened just organically.
Took a while, man. Yeah. we joke with Roger. He held back like many times to give me the opportunities.
Okay.
And then he said, nah, man, I have to give to this Paraíba. Okay, boom. And then I did a good job.
Right.
And then when it comes the next opportunity, oh no, but I have to be a black belt to be teaching on the HQ.
Right. Okay.
As one of the main professors. I was brown belt still.
Right.
And then my friend said, look, you don't have another person better than Juniao for this case now. Tell me any of the others one is best than him for this occasion.
Right.
And then he kind of was like,
he doesn't throw stuff away, does he?
No, he was kind of forced me to give the opportunity.
Right.
And then once again, tell me I can't do it, I will show I can do it.
Of course.
And then I grab the opportunity.
You rise to the challenge.
I'll do it.
So just a little insight. So that's a little insight into your relationship with Roger. How do you get on, you guys? He seems like a really friendly, outward guy, but I think there's a very tough side to him as well, right?
Yeah, yes. It's always like I have like maximum respect. One, because he's my professor.
Right.
Okay, so him as a sportman, I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
As a friend, I love him.
Right.
And I had the other fact, he was my boss.
Yeah.
For 11 years.
Wow.
I work on the HQ.
Right.
I was professor for 11 years. I just come to here 3 years ago.
Right.
Yeah, just 3 years ago. And then they had this fun relationship when you work with someone.
Right.
And normally, boss is different.
Yeah.
So then you look to the person, you see that you have the respect of the professor, the love as a friend, and sometimes you want to punch in the face because he's a boss. And
it's a bit of a triangle.
And then it's like, but what can I do? So you have to be balanced.
Like everything, nothing stays the same.
Yeah, but yes, I think the respect and the love for him overcome anything else. And yes, we're still very good friends. You see, this kind of thing, I talk to everybody.
Yeah.
I never have an opportunity to say about this.
To say it, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm very fortunate. I was in the right place, under the right situation with the right people.
Right.
And then this gave me the opportunity. And as I said, I grabbed the opportunity and just keep going. So I'm grateful the opportunities I have.
So great words you just used there. And I've been involved on a spiritual journey. I know people are going to groan, but a spiritual journey the last 3 or 4 years, and it's been amazing. Opening up corridors opened up in my life. Now you mentioned a few words like gratitude. That's incredible, because I find that the gratitude for what's in front of you often, I don't know whether it allows you to see more things or be open to more opportunities, but walking around with your head down telling yourself the world hates me just closes every door, right? Mm-hmm. So you seem like a very forward-thinking person, and you're motivated to take whatever's in front of you. But is there anything that you might do in the mornings, for instance, like breathing exercises or meditation, anything on that spiritual level that prepares you for the day, or is it just a mental attitude that you carry through the day naturally? And also, importantly, does Jiu-Jitsu come into that kind of equation?
Jiu-Jitsu is everything.
Right.
Jiu-Jitsu is what keeps me moving forward. You know what? It's like I could do better than I do now. Right, way better. But on the mornings, it's like I think I waste a lot of time. But lately I've been trying to place myself on the morning. I try to be positive.
Right.
Right. So in the morning, for example, I love listening to music to motivate myself.
Right.
Right. And then when I play music, if that music don't hit me straight away, I'm not gonna be listening to that music just for the sake of that music.
Right.
I change the music straight away. If none of the music lift me up, all right, let's go for a podcast.
Right.
But when I quite like Joe Rogan.
Right.
But I don't look all of those guys. Some of those guys are just comedians, right? So now I'm going for the scientists. I'm going for the doctors, like to learn something. I try to take something from that.
Okay.
Right. And then if it's not that, just put the audiobook, because on the way to come to the academy, I want to. I don't like. I think it's a waste of time to be down the tube, like just listen noise, people coughing and sneezing in the morning.
Right.
Tune in and then bring something in to when it comes here, because you know what? I have a group of guys here just waiting to have a nice time.
Right. Okay.
Right. And then sometimes they say, man, how you come with so much energy on the morning.
Right.
There are a few things that I discovered with the time I didn't know. I mean, I didn't know I was a hyperactive guy.
Right. Okay.
So I discovered the other day.
Right.
I said, really? Nobody never told me.
Right.
Because I'm
But you seem incredibly calm and you know, and everything seems thought out or in control, right?
Yeah, but no, man, I'm really hyperactive.
Right.
I find out that because when I see my kid, and then I was complaining to my mom, I said, she does this, she does that, she does, my God. And then my mom, what are you talking about? That's you. I was like, no, but you did the same.
Right.
And you know what? It started flashbacking like when I was like 4 years old.
Right.
And then I was like, oh my God.
Right.
I used to do exactly the same like she does now.
Right.
My younger one. And then I was like, damn. And then I was here talking to the students and you know what? I was talking to my mom, this. And then she said, because my daughter is like me because I'm hyperactive. Am I hyperactive? Whole class, like 20 people. Yes! I was like, oh my God. I didn't know that, you know? So, okay, all right, I take it.
So let's go to your jiu-jitsu a little bit. So just give us a rundown of your competition jiu-jitsu. How's that, because you've been involved in European championships and... Is that right?
I compete like big tournaments, like always. Right. So you want to know what I've done, what I
achieved? Just tell me your achievements. Tell me because some good memories from it as well. Because this is also great for people to understand that you don't have to have started this sport when you were 9 or 10 years of age, right? You can start at any time. So you started at 22. You've obviously got a good physical disposition because of all the sport and activity you play. But you picked it up relatively late. And then you've accomplished so much as well in the sport, right?
Yeah, for me, I'm happy for the things I achieved, you know?
Right.
Because I was very consistent. Yeah, I was very consistent. Like in terms of like, all right, I'm gonna compete. So all tournaments we have in UK, back in the day, it was a March. I was there competing.
Right.
Right. So I had no money to be traveling to compete March, as some friend of mine. But I went to US, compete the worlds. So first world championship, blue belt, I was bronze.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
The following year, or 2 years later, I'm not sure. I went. The next time I went as a purple, so I got silver.
Right.
So and there's a story behind this tournament. So a few people know that. So my grandmother she passed away 2 weeks before the tournament.
Oh wow!
I was ending up my training, and I come to Roger and say, I'm not going anymore. And then Roger, no, go.
Right.
Go, you should go. You do for her. Do you think she's gonna be happy if you just give up like this? You've been training hard, so go, man. And I went. So on the same final, on that tournament, I did 5 fights. I submit 4.
Right.
Right. And the same final was the world champion,
Wow.
From the year before, purple belt the year before, he came to defend. He was trying to do 2 times world championship.
Right. Okay.
On the purple belt.
On the purple belt, right?
And he got me in a triangle, and that was his main submission. Abraham Martin, if you go on the internet, you're gonna see it's a big guy, Abraham Martin, and he got me in a triangle, and then I was about to tap, lift my hand to tap, and then I remember her.
Right.
I was like, I'm not tapping. And then I was like, I come out from the triangle. I swear, it was like I was drowning. And then I come with the head out of the water. I got dragged again. Right. The other side, boom. It locked me in another triangle. And then I managed to come out this second triangle. So I come out from the first, I come out from the second. No! I pass his guard. Did knee on belly, arm lock, he spin, I did an omoplata on him, he pushed, boom, I put him in a triangle, he squeezed, he tapped.
Wow.
So I come out from two tight triangles, you know, and then from that moment, I was on the mat, I started crying.
Right.
You know? And every time I talk this, I get emotional.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, no.
And then, because she was my mom.
Right. Okay.
Right. So, and I wasn't there for her. I was here.
Right.
And when finished, I had like so much adrenaline in my body. You know, I was crying. I didn't know what. I just beat the world champion. I didn't know even that the next one was the final. Then they said, "Oh, the next one is the final." I was like, well, "Really? Okay, so what's happening?" You know, when you have too much adrenaline, adrenaline dump.
You're exhausted. Yeah.
I come back for the final. I remember watching the video. I was so slow, you know. And then the fight was like, I don't know, it was 6-6 on the points, and then the guy went for the triangle. Then I went to defend. He wrist locked me.
Right.
So I lost the final.
Right.
Okay.
So World Championship finalist, though, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was one of the questions I was going to ask. Like, what's the story? I mean, we've got everything in that one. There's about 3 or 4 questions I had for that story. So yeah. So we've covered loads. And you know, for you, what's important? The message, or people will remember you by? What sort of legacy do you want to leave as in jiu-jitsu? What sort of legacy do you want to leave as a person? What's important to you? Because you don't strike me as someone who's got a big ego. You know, it's
I disagree.
You haven't got a big ego?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Competitors in general, they have big ego.
Okay.
You know?
How wrong I am then.
Yeah. So maybe become professor is slow me down a bit in terms of the ego.
Right.
Taught me to be more comprehensive with the others, respect everyone's limit.
Right.
Okay. Because after the stage early stage on black belt, I was just trying to kill people.
Right.
You want to train with me? Be ready.
Okay.
It's not going to be easy. And then what's happening, like especially like the private classes, like training with the students. So I'm gonna die poor if I smash badly every single time, every single student. So they're here to learn. So of course there's a moment you have to squeeze them, you know. But and then I start kind of like, oh, it's not about that. So I start like kind of being more, put less ego. That's a friend of mine. He watching me doing a private class. He said he's a black belt as well. One of my main training partners. Yeah. And then he's not a professor, but he's really good, high level. So I would say Big Dave, my very good friend, and main training partner for many years. And then he, Junior, why you allow the guy be tapping you, man? Oh, like they have to learn. No, Junior. Why? I was like, man, it's a private class. If they don't get the submission, they're not going to believe the submission works. Right. So if I teach something and not allowed to get that, they're never going to have the experience of the control everything. And then I defend sometimes trying to escape. If they get, they get. I said, no. There's no man in the world I'm gonna allow people to be tapping me.
So that's why you're the professor.
I said that's why I'm the professor. So
right.
because I have to have this understanding.
Of course.
Of the learning process for everyone.
Right.
You know? And then what I want to when I got my black belt, I said, what I want is like now, because before I want to be a competitor. And after I said, no, I want to be a good professor. I said, I tried to say, because if you go there and watch, I can't understand what I said, like what I was telling, because I was crying, I was so nervous. But I was trying to say is like, my job now is learn as much as I can, not just technique-wise, but how to pass this like that. That's what I want to say.
Because there's two different skills though, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's one being amazing at jiu-jitsu and having all of the techniques, but there's one being able to teach. Another skill is being able to pass that on.
There's a third one. There's a third one.
Go ahead, yeah.
The charisma. You need the charisma. You know that.
Right.
Because let's put like this. You come here to train.
Yeah.
Right? The guy showed a very good technique. He explained very well. But the guy is like, you can't tolerate this person. The person don't smile to you, don't treat you well. Doesn't matter how good was the class, how amazing was the technique, how amazingly he taught the technique.
Yeah.
But
did you have any personal interaction or
exactly? So what's the charisma? And then I seen people. Promise me, it's okay, technique, fundamental, simple things, but I play a joke here, I bring your attention to what I'm teaching. So you come here, you feel comfortable in the class, and then you know what? You keep training jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, keep them coming back.
You just keep coming. Because if you come to the class, you don't have a good time, what I'm doing now?
Yeah, exactly.
So you see, you need to have this balance, you understand everything. So of course, there's days. Everyone has a bad day.
Yeah.
No one's perfect. No professors are human beings as well. There's mistakes. Do mistakes as well. And then we live in that's life. You learn.
Yeah.
With the mistakes.
Yeah.
And then try to improve yourself every day.
Sounds good. And just to round off, anything you'd like to say to the jiu-jitsu community, or anything you'd like to say to the non-jiu-jitsu community and why they should get into jiu-jitsu? So 2 questions there actually.
Oh, for jiu-jitsu community?
Yeah. Watch out, I'm coming. That one.
Man. I think it's like trying to keep a good work, So I think we need to respect the people come before us. This is really important, Lately I've been seeing people not respecting like the people who was there on the side to those people. Like I think respect for the masters is more than anything else. Right? So for example, Mauricio came here, there's nobody here, and then he left his family to be here teaching, not just here, he went to Tokyo or Japan, I'm not sure if he was talking about, he was there, to spread jiu-jitsu in the world, and the respect I have to all my professors, even the ones like was in short period in my life, but I always tell about them. There's one look, I can say Toninho, there's Marcelo Tribal in Natal, so Maguinho in Natal. I come here, we had coaches in the academy like Felipe Souza, Lúcio Rodrigues Lagarto. I have a friend of mine very important to me. So Alex Farias. And then all of them, they've been there as a coach, right. So, but Mauricio and Roger, if it wasn't them, the academy wasn't there.
Yeah, of course, right.
Right? They have my respect because I'm here. I'm here because of them.
Right.
And then I see people nowadays just like, it's just like change, like it's nothing.
Right.
So this respecting the man, like for the Jiu-Jitsu community, man, respect to be respected in the future. Everyone gets old, you know, everyone gets behind. So what you teach today, you teaching people how they can treat you in the future. Right. So I leave this for the people. If you know what I'm talking about, you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't need to highlight.
Right.
But for the new people, so look for the people, respect the elders. Okay? Look for a place where there's respect on the mats. Look for a place where you can bring your kids for a healthy ambient. Okay? If it's not there, if it's like you want to bring to a place where they're gonna do vandalism, you choose. Okay? So you want to bring to a sport where they're gonna have a good routine. Okay? They're gonna come back to your house respecting you. Find a good academy. Okay? Well, I think respect is above everything.
Okay, good stuff. Juniao, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. And I'll see you sometime soon in the future for more ragdoll. Thanks a lot.
Anytime.
Thank you, man. Cheers. Thank you very much for sticking with us on this at Fraser Physical Therapy podcast. It's been immensely enjoyable for me, and thanks very much to Henrique Jr. for this opportunity. I'm a myofascial and sports therapist practitioner. I work across the board. If you want to know more about what I do, please look at Fraser Physical Therapy on Instagram, or you can look at fraserphysicaltherapy.com or fraserpt.com. And if you can think of any ways we can improve this, or you want to come on this podcast, please get in touch. Please write some comments below, and also hit the subscribe button. Look forward to seeing you next time. We've got a host of new people coming on this podcast, so we're very excited about what's to come. Take care.